Guys, how you doing? It's Charlie. Welcome to the lesson. I thought we'd do a little sort of classic rock tutorial. It's a bit of a funky riff, obviously. We're just going to learn the sort of starter riff to go with for today. Always on the run, obviously, by their wonderful Kravitz and Slash. I believe it was Slash that played this bit. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it was Slash playing the riff that we're going to learn today. Quite a funky riff, not your kind of average classic rock. Generally, Kravitz's stuff is obviously a little bit more funky. Sound-wise, we're thinking a Les Paul through a Marshall, I would imagine. I can't imagine it's anything different. Obviously, I've got this carving. I'm on the definitely go on your bridge pickup. You want a little bit of grit. It's very dry, not a lot of reverb, if any at all. Really, it's got that kind of dry sound. Probably something like a Marshall, bit fizzy, something like that. There's a lot of muting going on, so we'll take a little look at that. There's a lot of kind of open six strings that he's muting in between, which does make it a bit tricky. We'll have a close up and see what's going on. So we're going to start with our low sixth string, okay, and then we're going to play third finger on the seventh fret with our on the fifth string, and then your first finger slides from fifth down to fourth. So you got. Now notice how those notes are short. They're not. They're muted with the left hand, and that's what makes it kind of gives it that articulation with the syncopation. Sorry, that gives it the syncopation, that kind of articulation where you're making the notes short rather than, which is less cool. We get, okay, and it mutes them and keeps it interesting. So that's our first bit. Then you're going to hit a mute on the sixth string, and then you're going to go back to fifth fret on the fifth string. Okay, so you got. Okay, and back up to the fifth string. So make sure that first low E note rings. Okay, then you're going to hit another low E string as a mute, and you're going to go down to the fourth string and play fifth string and pull off to open fourth. Then another low E mute, and then back to where you started on the fifth string of the seventh fret. So you got. So actually after that five there, you're going to hit the low E and then back. So let's break that down. Okay, it's your first part. Alright, that's the first part of the riff to take you through. Right, next. That's the second part. Okay, so we start off, so our second part starts here. We're going to go 7th fret of the 5th string again, so we play the low E and let that ring. 7th fret, 5th string, first finger slides from 5 down to 4, so it's low E mute, back to the 5th. Then you're going to take your hand off and we're going to go into open position. Now this part is just, okay, 2 open D strings as the 4th string. Play the 2nd fret of the 5th string. Then on your third fret of your 6th string, you play a 3 and pull off. So that's. Then your last 2 notes are back to the 4th string, 0 and 2 on the 4th string. So that's. So our second phrase is. Okay, cool. Right, so I'll play that whole thing one more time really slow. So we start at what I'd call 5th position. Second bit. Okay, one more time. I'll take it slowly and I'll summarise. Okay, open 5th, open 6th rather, 7th fret, slide down from 5 to 4. Open 6th, back to 5th fret on your 5th string. Back to your low E. Pull off 5th to open string on your 4th string. Back to the muted E string. Back to D. That's the first part. Second part, exactly the same again. Low E string, 7th. 5 down to 4, muted E string, back to the 7th, sorry, back to the 5th, and then you're in open position, 2 open D strings, 5th fret, 2nd fret, 5th string, pull off 6th string 3 nil, and then 0 2 on the 4th string. So all together. Okay, I'm adding quite a lot of vibrato in there anyway, guys, so you can add all that in. Also, I forgot to mention at the beginning, we've got this, just a lovely big slide down. Things like that shouldn't be too exact. I just take them up from quite far. You can't really go long with number 12, so just hit number 12 and just give it, just hit your strings, but you don't want that, obviously. You just hit and slide down, and then your first note's an E, so that gives you time then to get up and play, get in position. Oh, not like that. That's it. Cool. All right. So it's the tune. Give it a go. It's great fun. It is a little bit syncopated. Watch out for the low E string mutes. Give it a bit of distortion. Turn it up and get it going on. All right, guys. Cheers. See you next time.